I'm trying to see if I can infuse some coconut oil with my meditation, but I want it activated. Usually I'll infuse oils and tonics with, leftover crumbs that are left in the bag from my meditation. And I've read of the concept of decarbing, and that's actually putting it in a state where when you use it, it will be activated, both the THC and the CBD, basically, so the actual oil will get you high on the spot without having to light it. What you doing?
Huh?
What you tiptoeing around for? What you tiptoeing around for?
I was getting the radio number because I was having problems with my radio. No, not getting any receptions.
That's as hot as it gets with the top on. It's still going down, so I guess it went down.
I'm telling you what that shit was when you pulled it out and showed me.
Anyway.
You know what? We're going to do another.
Okay. You nuts okay?
Yeah. Man gotta grab his nuts sometime. Man gotta mess with the jewels sometime.
Don't show out for the camera. I just want to see.
Oh, you recording?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, my nuts alright.
Okay.
You want to check them out?
Yep, later.
Alright.
With my tongue.
Let me prep them for you.
With my tongue.
Get them nice and clean for you.
Yeah, get them all nice and berry flavored.
Okay.
I want pineapple and strawberry.
Pineapple, strawberry.
No, give me honey crisp flavor. Let's make it delicioso. Cocoa Puffs. Nah, I'm good on Cocoa Puffs. Thanks, though. So I had this in the slow cooker overnight, the crock pot overnight. I usually put it on low, but I put it on high because, like I showed you last night, I realized that I was like, this thing is just with the top on. With the top off, it was just, so I put it on high overnight. I use tulle rather than cheesecloth so that all of the good stuff can come through the tulle and infuse into the oil. I actually decarb longer than usual, but right now I'm going to test a little bit under my tongue.
What do we have in our witch's brew? What do we have in the super potion?
I'm looking for my, I know it's over here,
Look at her, your toad lump. My droppers.
I just put them back in the packaging. You don't have this drawer full of shit that you don't
What are you
use.
looking for? Oh, so you don't want to be...
My droppers.
It's your fault.
My droppers.
I haven't seen those.
I know, because I know where they are. Oh, here they go. Boom. Tell me. But this ain't the one I want to use. Use that for candy flavor. Which actually I should put in there so it don't smell so much. But I don't know what they put in that flavor because me and you be joking about it, so I don't use it. The candy flavor drops. Because I was like, ooh, I bet you that'd be cool in my, just a drop or two. Because you only need a drop. So it don't smell. Because I was making candies.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I'm going to walk around real quick in the yard, see if I see some dead carts.
Oh, okay. Ain't no memorials for your little buddies. Just letting you know that now. Let you know that now. Clear that up, sir. Oh, I forgot about this. This is some, that's from my last batch of Ricky. Good stuff. Found the droppers. They were in this big ass thing. So I've taken this much. I don't know what the milligrammage is, but I'm letting it cool enough to put in my mouth. I use a thin wooden spoon to smash the herbs that are in the cheesecloth. It's not often that I can do this because it takes so much product to make a small amount, which is why the doses are so small. I don't know if you know the dosages of Ricky, but my dosage is up to 3 rice grains. So I would say I'm a veteran. Now, I've also tried infusing vegetable glycerin. I have tried coconut oil before, but this was not decarbed before I infused it. And I also tried honey. Now, today, before I did the decarb and decided what I was going to try with decarbed herb is I looked up the fat content because fat is a soluble component that makes the cannabinoids infusible, that makes the THC and CBD infusible. So it occurred to me, well, maybe your glycerin is not all that because maybe there's no fat in vegetable glycerin. So I looked it up, and there's no fat in vegetable glycerin. So how does it even work? You know what I mean? How can you infuse vegetable glycerin and get you some and just say, you know, you see people sell. You saw the little dropper bottle I had that of the CBD. So I'm wondering, how do they make that? And so that made me look up the ingredients in it. You know, I was wondering how they infuse the CBD in the little dropper bottles like we got at the dispensary.
Yeah.
And I was like, because that made me look up honey and vegetable glycerin to see how much fat, what the fat content. I came up with nothing. So I'm like, how does it even infuse then? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll go back to coconut oil. I'll just do it for longer and decarb it longer and see.
I do a little research.
Yeah. My personal scientist.
Yeah.
It should be cool enough. I'm gonna go ahead and see what happens. I gotta time myself to see how much before any action happens. I'm gonna hold it on my tongue for a minute or two. Okay. Go ahead and swallow that down. Oh, I forgot I had a muddler. That's good for smushing the herbs. I wonder why this silver thing is on here. If you got a muddler and you intentionally got a wooden one, you don't want metal in your shit. Maybe I'll get Mister to take it out for me. Because as always, he's my hero. Put this on for about 5 minutes.
Bust it down with your pants down.
My pants went down. You don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I'm doing what you're doing right now. And just put the tissue in the toilet.
Pants down, vagina up.
That's how you like it.
Pants down, vagina out.
Out and up, ready to receive. Receive the D. So anyway, what I tend to do with the, what I've been doing with the infused glycerin that doesn't work raw like this, is cooking with it. Because I'm not gonna waste it. Because there's no way there aren't still beneficial elements in the stuff, right? So I'm not gonna waste it. So like when I make something that has room for some slight sweetness that will not deter from the flavor of it, I'll put this in it like an oil, which is why you see the oil spout on it. So I'll like when I make my marinara sauce, when I make my tomato sauce, when I make my pastas, depending on which pastas it is, I'll put this in the sauce. Sometimes when I make my meat marinade, for example, let me marinate some meat because I just happen to have a little thawed chicken in here. Boom. And in it, I found out this is too spicy. They should have clarified that. So I have a little bit of this carne asada left over. It says just add juice, and so rather than juice, I'm gonna fold the brand down because I don't fuck with brands unless they pay me. I take a little of the carne asada, and like if you recognize the logos, of course you'll recognize the brand. But I'm not finna sell for them hoes, for no racists, or for anybody that I don't know that may very well be a racist. So anyway, so I put the smoky applewood on that hoe, and you know with these dry marinades, I usually have you add oil, water, and sometimes vinegar. So what I do is just use either apple cider or red wine vinegar, an infused vinegar. A fruit infused vinegar, like an rice wine vinegar. So I'll use that kind of. I don't use regular vinegar, but you can use regular vinegar because all the flavors and most of the flavors in the rub or marinade, or you can use a rub. Yeah, that's good though. It smells good though. See, the carne asada is a little spicy. And then what? Or about a tablespoon or two, and rub in the rub. I leave this open so the air can get through while I'm dispersing the stuff all throughout. Yeah. I'm putting all kind of shit in here. Doing too much. I got mesquite. That's my favorite. You can hardly find mesquite marinade anywhere, dry or wet. As a Southern Belle, mesquite is my favorite grilling and barbecue flavor. In terms of regular barbecue or whatever. I wonder who invented mesquite or how it came to be. Who introduced it to the barbecue world. Because shout out to you. That's my shit. You don't see mesquite barbecue chips. Even in the South, I saw mesquite barbecue chips once. Why y'all hate on the mesquite, man? Hey, man. Hey, y'all hate on the mesquite, yo. And close this up for the most part. I leave about 1 inch open so the air can come out. Squeeze the rest of the air out, and then close the last inch. Put it in a green-friendly bowl and let that marinate in the fridge. So I'm feeling nothing. Usually with my ingestibles or Ricky, it takes about 1.5 hours before I start feeling something. I know for sure in 2 hours, but about 1.5 hours. And then, of course, with the inhalation, it's immediate. Again, this is nowhere near my first time infusing oils and tinctures. But usually, and they come out great, but they usually come out great for cooking. Like, there was a time before I owned this publicly, as a black woman, that I took the infused oil and I made cupcakes. And the cupcakes, bitch. Let's just say I have witnesses to how great my infused cupcakes were before people start. I want to learn how to make candy. I can't seem to get the candy recipe right. And it might have everything to do with my decarb challenges. I might be starting to feel something.
It's okay. It's okay. I want your help, boo-boo. That's what she wanted to tell y'all.
Who, me or her?
That's what she wanted to tell y'all.
She did.
That's okay.
That's how she does it.
That's okay. You ain't helping us anyway.
That's how she does it. She does it without the hand. She does it like this. When she grabs her hand like this and tilts her head to the side. The girl you talking about.
Oh, yeah.
When she grabs her hand like this and she said, I'm talking to you like you're talking to me. Oh, you mean how your people be disrespectful? That's her way of doing it. That's how black grab.
What did you take?
I tried this oil I made. Oh, I took a full dropper, and I put it under my tongue and I held it for 2 minutes. Like I shouldn't have held it for that long. It was good.
See how long you
I am.
when it started?
And I only think.
How long it lasts, maybe?
Yeah, I only think, so I'll know for sure probably in a little bit. And here's the reason why I'm always aware to know my dose. No, he's not the reason why. He is the support for following through and making sure that I do. I know how important it is, because you see people get too high all the time. Not like, and I hate to say that because immediately the average colonized person thinks somebody's tripping over or whatever. But that's drunk. You know what I mean? And that's the thing with it. It makes you responsible to, like, because you want to enjoy it. You don't want to, like, I don't understand how drunk people, you know what, never mind. But you know, when I was drinking, much more regularly, because I drank regularly for sure, if not often, but definitely regularly. Thank goodness the alcoholic bug didn't get me, because it's in my family. But I appreciated my liquor, you know. I enjoyed a good wine and appreciated my liquor, tequila, cognac, beer. I had gotten to where I started enjoying beer, but not too much because beer made me pee so much. I didn't want to spend half of the time in the damn toilet. Speaking of the toilet, I'll be right back. He just brought some shoes in here talking about I'm throwing away these shoes. I want credit for throwing away these shoes because we're doing some spring cleaning situation. I kind of came down here to mess with mine. See, this is primarily for him. I kind of stopped taking this. I love it though. Like if they hadn't stopped selling it in our grocery store, I would be still taking it with him. But I want to leave it for him because I got the canna meds, so I'm gonna let him have the hemps. Tell me to throw these away. Say throw them away. There's no need for that. You don't have a bottle for it. Does it fit on these bottles? It might fit on these bottles. Got these bottles I have no business having. Oh, that's not even a twist cap bottle. But what does fit on this are these caps that I got from the sparkling cider. It pops right on there. Snap. And it's gonna keep, like if I have green juice that I want to keep fresh for 24 hours, keep the nutrients in there, then I can put it in here and put this cap on here. Oh, that's tight. And that will keep it fresh. What's annoying about this is that it doesn't fit on the small version of those bottles. It's annoying. But anyway, I'm going to throw these away like a good girl. Like a good non-hoarding adult. Throw it away. One more. I got to try one more thing. No. Okay. Okay, I give. Oh, one more thing. No. One more thing. If it doesn't work, I'm throwing it away right on the spot where I'm at, so y'all won't follow this. But I need to try one more thing.
low key, out key. Keep it low key like Thor logo, or it'll go blow the loudy. Salty or sour, salty. Starsky and Hutch a ducky. I just opened up the packet and now we're all as my lucky.
Incidentally, if you have aromatic oils, like so, you can take advantage of them. Because I know sometimes those plug-in atomizers, they collect hard calcium stains, lime. But in general, if you only put 1 drop, because I've used 3 and it gets all up in both of our nasal passages too much. So put 1 drop in the bottom of your humidifier. Your humidifier. 1 drop in the bottom of that hole. And that'll work for that'll be aromatherapy for your whole room. Some cigarettes, my mama think I stink. I got burn holes in my hoodies, all my homies think it's fake. I miss my cocoa butter kisses. Cocoa butter kisses. Cause your small humidifiers like so, can very well get oh, it's fine. They could get a little moldy over time and start smelling as such. I smell the stuff now already. That's good. I was gonna put 2 drops, but it's not necessary. Ooh, see? So yeah, I even considered putting some of this candy flavoring in my tonic for the sake of smell. I don't know, it may or may not give it flavor as well, you know, it's candy flavor. But I'm mostly wanting for smell. I wonder if this will work in the fridge. Just taking the top off and putting it in your fridge. Cause that shit is strong. Oh. I don't want all the food to smell like that. I might keep it in there with the top off. Show you right now. I need to show you right now. I need to show you right now. I need to show you right now.
You want to talk about the car or something?
Oh.
The test track was built by the city of Naperville and cost $1.5 million. It is
Yeah, I'm mad.
similar
You gonna
to
clean the car.
the
You can't clean the car. How dare you, you one-legged bastard.
driving on a brick road.
The shame on
10%
you.
hill climb.
Shame on
It is
you.
intended to replicate driving on a brick
Can't even
road.
go clean the car.
Simulated railroad
See
crossing.
what your nice and
They
nasty
tested
ass.
with a 10% cross
Your
slope.
nice
A rough road
nasty.
pavement experience.
I got this for a baster. But I realized it's a little too much trouble. I was thinking about, could you put the marinade in here? Baste whatever. Slowly bring that out. Baste. But at the end of the day, there's no real use for this. You get you a baster, and that's what you baste with. This was doing too much on my body. And I have here a bag of shit that I'm throwing away that I was doing too much. This is starting to get old. I actually bent this on purpose. Because I was, when I was frying more stuff in the Fry Daddy, I was like frying, like say fish, and then I would scoop the fish up out of this and let the oil drip. Even though there was already a colander for that, inside there for that. So nope, doing too much. This I really love. You can cook with it, and in between checking on the food, you put it right there. It sits right there. You can leave it there the whole time. It's awesome. Awesome, right? Perfect. The problem is, when I store it, the handle is too thick. The handle takes up too much space in storage. I'd rather have 2 or more of these with thinner handles that can fit in there. That looks like it's the same brand. With that red, huh? All these things are really... Oh, not this. See? That's thin too. I like that. They can fit in there. Now, this has a really wide thing, a wide handle, but this is a high-end, I don't know, I'm going to call it a flatula. Because it's a spatula, but it's bent down there. And in my eyes, I was like, oh, I could smush stuff down. You could smush burgers down. I could smush herbs down into whatever I'm infusing them in. I can use this like I was using this, because I actually bent this manually. This is already bent. I can take out fish and let it work as a colander so the oil can drip out. And this I like because it's already burnt. I think I did that. And this and the wooden tongs I like because you never see wooden tongs. But when I take the herbs out of the tonic, I can squeeze the cheesecloth, squeeze all the goods out. So I can't bring myself to throw those away. I'd rather have a straw for my water. And I'd still rather drink it out of glass. Dang it, honey. I ain't gotta do what you say. If I'm sexy enough, you do what I say. All I'm saying is that all you do what I say is what I'm saying. A married lap dance. I already used up all of my so-called infused honey. I would think I would feel something for like a few minutes, about 15 minutes. I'll be like, oh, I think I'm feeling something. Kind of like I just did. I think I'm feeling something. But then it'll be like, maybe I'm not. See? That was a lot. See, I don't like how that smells. So what I was going to tell you in all the times that I didn't tell you shit is that, see, I don't like that. Is that, let me see if this smells the same, because I don't like that at all. Yeah, I don't like that. There's no fat in the honey, so how do you get that to infuse? It's not possible. And again, if I put oil in it, it's gonna float to the top, so I'm gonna have an oil mustache. I should have put that in there. What a waste. So anyway, when I infused my oil and then I made cupcakes, it worked out beautifully. So I'm wondering if it's not because on top of the infusion process, there was a whole nother almost 30 minutes of cook time. So what I had planned to do was to take this out of the slow cooker and put it on the burner on the appropriate temperature for about 30-45 minutes, because there's no way this hasn't been on there for as long as, you know what I mean? Whatever crap is in our water crystallizes around the friggin' beaker. Yeah, we don't like that tea tree oil too tough. It's not. This is too strong. Love power. Talking about love power. Ooh, love power. Love power. So anyway, this is what I wanted to put in there for scent and love power. Scent and potential flavor. But if you recall, when we were growing up, we found that we could have an otherwise natural fruit or vegetable that they added flavoring to, and in those flavorings is where the heart of the poison was. You remember, blue number 4, yellow number whatever, red number whatever. On the other hand, you're like, it's cannabis, so that's liable to cancel out anything that's detrimental to your body altogether. The problem with that is, those handful of you who have been here know that I feel like even when you're sick, cannabis goes in and it'll attack. Even if you're sick and you plan on just getting high, I believe the actual cannabinoids will go in and attack your illness first to help your immune system fight whatever you need to fight and treat and heal whatever you need to heal first. So if you're sick enough, you won't get higher as much or as fast, because most of those cannabinoids are going to work on your illness in your body. I feel like they go in there and they're like, oh yeah, we finna party. And they get in there and find out you sick and like, boom. Now we can't even get you high because we gotta go and fix this shit. You got some shit going on. Alright. So it goes in and makes you better. And then whatever excess you have, then you get a little high. But anyway, all this is irrelevant because I have those same handful of you who know how I feel about that also know that I have. And so, this being all natural, super aromatic, I only have a little bit left. That's all I have from the winter. And it's March, so, oh, perfect. Perfect. I can have Mr. bring me some home from the nursery next week. I need to check the temperature. Even though it's a beaker, I feel some kind of way with it being on the raw stove, so I'm gonna make a pad, a small barrier of foil between the stove top and the beaker. I feel like the beaker's just gonna break or something. Probably not. I just feel like that. Put that under there. I think in the meantime, I think I'm gonna make some more. I got a white hair right there. It was gonna be a pimple, and I was like, I know I don't got a cold sore. If I could stereotype, black people don't get cold sore, because they ain't never herpes. But it was a black head. So I probably need to get the blackheadedness out of it. Might do that now. Don't you get so mad about it?